What do the colors of the rainbow flag mean?
In 1978, the LGBT activist and designer Gilbert Baker created the rainbow flag originally with 8 colors and designated a specific meaning to every one of them. Hot pink representing sexuality because of its relationship to female anatomy, erotism, and affection. Red representing life because of its connection to blood that's considered a life vitae or life energy, and also to strength and power. Orange representing health because of its connection to positivity, vitality, eclecticism, and extroversion. Since a very important part of the healing process for the members of the LGBT community is to feel safe to come out rather than feeling the need to hide, and for society to conciliate the differences rather than focusing on the things that divide us. Not to mention that orange is actually a part of the chromatic code of health. Yellow representing the sun because of its connection to joy, optimism, and light, but also to enlightenment or understanding and hope. Green representing nature because of its connection to plants, fertility, and light yellow to hope. Hope for a world that understands that there's nothing wrong or unnatural in being true to who you are. Turquoise representing magic and art because of its connection to kindness, introspection, ideals, and fantasy. And due to its contents of green and therefore yellow, also connected to spontaneity and creativity. Indigo representing serenity due to its connection to peace and tranquility, as well as reasoning and good sense. Not to mention being perceived as trustworthy due to its connection to consistency and safety. Violet representing the spirit because of its connection to mysticism, esotericism, wisdom, and spirituality itself. Not to mention to theology and faith, as well as intimate connection. That integrates red representing carnal or physical connection, and blue representing intellectual connection, which together form intimate or spiritual connection. Not to mention the Purple Hand Friday on the 60th, when a group of LGBT activists were covered in purple paint by the personnel of the Examiner newspaper while they were protesting outside of the newspaper's building. And although the newspaper personnel did this to repress or to intimidate the protesters and keep them from manifesting outside their building, it completely backfired on them because the protesters printed their purple hands all over the walls of the building, turning purple into a symbol of activism and protest, both inside and outside the LGBT community. The reason why the rainbow flag that we know does not have the original 8 colors is that, unfortunately, the lack of fabric availability caused the original 8-color flag to have to be simplified into 6, removing turquoise and hot pink. And although I would have loved to see the original one, nowadays at least we can say that it keeps evolving, new stripes are added, new flags, new versions are created to represent the different letters of the community, as well as the marginalized groups among the community itself.